Get ready. OurConic Entertainment is bringing the heat with our exclusive sit-down featuring the phenomenal Jackie B. This Grammy-nominated powerhouse isn't just changing the game, she's rewriting the rules. With her electrifying vocals, soul-stirring songwriting, and mind-blowing stage presence, Jackie B has exploded onto the scene and refuses to be ignored. When she's not crushing it in the studio, she's igniting audiences as a dynamic speaker who tells it like it is. Right now, on OurConic Entertainment, the one and the only one, the unstoppable Jackie B. Hi, this is Cynthia back with OurConic Entertainment, and I am here with the one, the only one, Jackie B.
Hey y'all.
How are you? Did I get that right?
You got it right. You got it correct.
Correct. So I am so happy to be sitting here with you today, Miss Jackie B.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us, what is going on? What music do we have? Tell everybody who you are.
Well, as she said, I am the one, the only one, Jackie B, Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, speak life advocate. Life is LYFE, and that's acronym for Let Your Faith Evolve, because I want people to own their dopeness while elevating in their faith.
I love that.
Thank you.
So tell us about your advocacy. So you
Oh my
said
God.
speak life advocacy.
Oh.
Tell us what that means.
Listen, I speak life. I encourage people to own themselves, be authentic in who they are, and live judgment free.
I love that. Straight to the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's so good. That's so important. So, again, the one, the only one, Miss Jackie B.
Yes.
I wanted to reiterate that, right?
That's fine.
So why did you start introducing yourself that way? That's why I wanted to say it again, the way that you say it. Tell us the significance of it.
Well, when I first started releasing music, I was having issues with my music being on other Jackie B platforms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's this pop artist. Music is really good, nothing, but when people would like, "Ooh, I want to hear your music. Where do I go?" They would type it in. She was the first person that popped up.
Okay.
I was like, no, people have to understand that there's only one. There are many, but there's only one me. Mm-hmm. So I literally just started saying it exactly as that. And I kept it because I like how it rains off my tongue when, when I'm speaking. It gives that extra confidence. So
that's a great introduction. I might need to borrow that.
Take it.
The one, the only one, Cynthia Bailey with OurConic Entertainment.
See?
How was that?
You see how it feels?
That was so good.
It boosts your confidence level.
It does. The one and only one. But no, that's really good though, and you should be your own advocate because you have to believe in you first.
And see, that's the importance of my Speak Life platform. Like, I had to go through a history of self-doubt, second guessing, validation from others, getting second opinions. Just trying to find myself in other people's definition of me. And I would say about 2022. Of course, the pandemic was, still in its early stages of everybody trying to figure out what they want to do. I decided to sit down and really start looking at me in the mirror. That was the most scary thing that I've had to do in my life, And the beautiful thing about it now is it's an ongoing healing journey.
Okay.
So I'm constantly looking in the mirror. I'm constantly speaking life into myself. I'm constantly telling people that, it's important to speak life into yourself, because if you don't believe in what you're saying, how can you expect anybody else
I agree.
To believe in what you're saying?
I agree. And so tell us where you're from, how you grew up, and how you became the one and the only one, Miss Jackie B.
I am originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay. Shout out to the hometown. I discovered singing at 9 years old. I was actually playing with my Barbie doll in my mother's bedroom, and we were listening to TLC. Now y'all know how old I am. And the song "Baby, Baby, Baby" that came on, and I remember combing my doll's hair in Chili's Park, "Come Along As You Know," and I'm listening to myself, literally like singing the notes exactly as they are. And when it finished, I was like, I can sing. So I shared it with my brother. I shared it with my brother and my sister, and they were like, "You can't sing." I was like, play the cassette tape back.
Yeah.
Now you definitely know how old I am.
Cassette tapes. Yes.
I was like, play the cassette tape back. So they played it back, and I sung, and my brother, he dropped his jaw. He was like, I was like, mm-hmm. And next thing you know, I began maneuvering throughout my hometown with the family music group. Yep.
That is awesome. That's a great way to start.
Mm-hmm.
Just loving what you're hearing and then incorporating it in your life.
Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, I never, like, in my younger years, I never really had like vocal training or anything like that. I was brought up in a church just like anybody else, and I can remember when the Pastor Davis, at the upper room, it was really called the upper room.
Really? Was it? Never heard that like be a real name.
No, he had us singing in the choir, and he kept telling us, because I guess he wasn't hearing us, sing louder, and I didn't understand what he meant, so I just started shouting the words, like literally shouting, and this man was like, "Oh, that sounds good, who is that?" And I'm like, and I just kept going. Yeah. And of course,
let the Lord use you, baby.
Exactly. And of course, over the years, listening to other artists, listening to some of my favorites like Whitney Houston.
Of course.
I love house music. So you got Vesta, CeCe Peniston, Robin. You got some greats over there that not just sang, but they belt.
Powerful.
Yes. And so like.
Absolutely. Well, I love that. So it's great that you were able to have that seed planted in you at a young age and kind of run off with it.
Absolutely.
And I know that you said that in the beginning your brother and sister kind of doubted you a little bit. Was there anybody else around you that said, "Girl, you can't sing," but then you said, "Watch this"? And how did that make you feel?
So I think I shared this when we were doing the video footage for my song for the campaign.
Yep. Tell everybody else about it. That was very important, and that's exactly why I asked you.
Thank you.
Exactly why.
5th grade, my 5th grade teachers, Miss Squire, Miss Kano, 27th Street School, they would always prepare us, they were preparing us for middle school. But I was one of those children that, I like to have a little bit more fun than everybody else, so.
That's how we gonna frame that.
Right.
A little bit more fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, like, when it came to, like, me showing my gifts and talents or anything of the nature, Miss Squire, because she was my home teacher, Miss Squire, she really didn't care for it. So Black History Month came around the corner, and she got word that I was actually going to be singing for the show, and she just was like swearing up and down, "Oh, you can't do that. You don't even know how to sing." Keep in mind, she never heard me sing. I never hummed a note or anything, and I love telling this story because it was like, for me in the 5th grade, it was like, I took my power back. In your face, Yeah. And so I remember showing up. My mom got my hair did. I had a little green on the side.
Okay.
All black dress. I was just ready to go. And here I got Miss Squire telling me, you can't do it. You won't be able to do it.
She even said it on the day?
Yeah, you won't be able to succeed. You can't do that. And I was just like,
okay.
All right. Now, a sidebar, you know how when they talk about self-esteem in a child and when there's enough individuals that speak negative to them, they tend to take on that and actually believe that. I don't know what was going on in that moment, but to hear her say that, it was just, for me, it was like, oh, I can't wait to show you.
Let me show you.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh,
exactly.
And so the moment came, we all, going to the gym for our show, and they called my name. And I see Miss Squire sitting over there in the corner with her head down, like she didn't even look at me not one time. And I'm watching, I'm just watching. And then Mariah Carey, There's a Hero come on. And then I said, mm-hmm. She didn't hear that. I said, there's a hero. She was like, I'll never forget it.
Are you looking at me now?
Her head, like when I say the woman was too stunned to speak, that's literally what it was. She was just, and by the time I finished the entire song, she was the first one that got up and gave me a standing ovation.
Wow.
And I was like, I just stood there and I was like, I told you.
So what did that mean to you?
In that moment, it was like, no, if I said I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
That's how much I believed in myself. And even like now talking about it, it's kind of crazy how, you know, as we get older in life, there are certain things that take place in our lives that allow us to step away from that level of belief that we had as children.
Right.
It's so crazy, you know? Mm-hmm. I'm grateful that I'm back in it. I'm getting back to it in a lot of areas of my life, but wow.
Mm-hmm. You get to reflect on the journey.
Exactly. I'm dope.
You are. No, you are. And I appreciate that you are sharing that gift with other people. Because I believe that if God gives you a gift, he gives it to you for other people.
Absolutely.
Right? And of course for you, right? For you, but for you to influence or influence other people or to change other people's lives. And I appreciate you being obedient.
Thank you.
To that.
Thank you. I don't know about everybody else's personal relationship with God, you know. Whatever name they choose.
Right.
You know. I know that I talk to God like I'm talking to you.
Yes, as
like
you
I'm
should.
talking, you know, and some of our conversations be highly interesting. Highly interesting because I actually
it's me again, guys.
Exactly.
So.
I get responses like, and I'm not just saying no. I get actual responses.
Right.
You know, and so for this life journey that I'm on, that I'm experiencing, all I can say is, if at any point I chose to just stop, I don't know where I would be.
Right.
So.